Hello, Kevin2hard here, and just gonna do a review of Immortal Vanguards. This is me giving my 2 cents about what I think about the card. These are only my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion, and I am a lyonar 29 ribbon Zeran player. So I might be biased leaning towards Zeran. But I take in consideration other things as well. But anyway, let's get into the review. Yeah. Boom. So we got a card here, 0 mana, called Steadfast Formation. Friendly minions in the 2/2 era. Oh my god, I read this wrong when I first saw it. Friendly minions in the 2/2 era gets provoke. Oh my god, this is. Oh my god, I don't know how I read this wrong. I got up maybe like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's now after 6 a.m. It's 6:44. I got up like 1 o'clock in the morning. When I saw this card, I was like, wait, does this give a minion 2/2? I read it wrong. If this was a 0 cost card, give a minion 2/2 and provoke, it will be broken. But seeing this, oh my god. Instant trash. Will it see play? Never. It might see play in. Alright. No. What I've seen in this liner support cards, I see it more of a boost to swarm tactics. These more gives swarm decks that advantage, just like Vitruvian has that golem synergy, and they have that golem card that gives golems provoke. This should just be like that card for it. Outside of the swarm tactics of lyonar, it is trash. So as a Zeran player, I ain't never gonna play this. Sorry about that. Wow, trash. So yeah, in swarm decks, 3.5 out of 5. Outside of swarm decks, 0 out of 5. Like, ain't nobody gonna have time for that. Second one, Dauntless Advance. Your general gains. Your general and nearby friendly minions gains takes no damage this turn. To be fair, I'm just gonna give this a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. We'll have to maybe see what people come up with. Personally, I really don't like the card. I mean, we already have. I mean, shoot. I really don't see the need for it. For me, still. Like I said, these mostly affect swarm tactics, so swarm cards will be like, oh yeah, go all in, clear a monster for 2 mana extra by maybe turn 5, turn 6, right? Probably. Swarm tactics, or go face. Swarm decks will be beneficial of this, and therefore 3 out of 5. But otherwise, I don't really like the card. Sunbound Pavis, however you want to call it, pronounce it, Pavis. Friendly minions directly above and below your general gains 2 attack and provoke. Again, swarm. Because like as a Zeran player, you won't be having like the cards we run, well I run, won't be having a minion on the board that sticks. Maybe that will change because I've seen something I might decide to run, but if I'm gonna run this, will only be like a one-off. It's an artifact. Yeah. If it had said friendly minions are directly above and below your general. If it said your general gains +2 attack with the effect, these things make a whole lot difference. A whole lot of difference. But it doesn't give your general any boost. Average 3 out of 5. I don't like the card. It's nice, but yeah, 3 out of 5. Vigilator. Vigilator is a build minion, build mechanic. I think you might have noticed. You place it as a 0/10, doesn't move, and after it's built on the start of your turn, build counter removed, it comes on as a rush minion, basically with the effect. And it says when this is built, when this minion is built, give nearby friendly minions +3 health. When I first saw this, I'm like, okay, 3 mana 3/4, which is similar to another card I can't remember right now that lyonar has that busts all other minions by 1 health, and ain't nobody playing that. So who gonna play something that don't move? Makes no sense. 2 out of 5. Sunforger. Ooh, everybody is hyped about this. Yeah, because they're playing Swarm. Yeah. Whenever you summon a minion nearby this minion, give them both 1/1. It's obviously a good card. Personally, I wish it was 2 mana. If it was 2 mana, then hell yeah, something worth playing. But 3 mana, I ain't gonna be playing this in my Zeron deck. But like I said, Swarm tactics benefit. So for Swarm decks, 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. It's gonna hurt a lot of people. Decorated enlistee. While at full health, this minion has 3 attack. So some cards gonna be rotated out. Not sure if Silverguard Knight will be that. But if Silverguard Knight is rotated out, I'm guessing this is its replacement. We'll see in the near future. Rating for now, 2 out of 5. Because ain't nobody gonna play this over Silverguard Knight. Come on now. The only benefit this might have is that I really can't see that you can play it away from your general, right? That's the only benefit. You can I normally play, for example, a card out like diagonally, and I move to the other side, so I can progress both me and my minion forward to grab either mana tiles if possible. So maybe, but with what's going on, 2 out of 5. It's a nice card though. Don't get me wrong, but wish it had said 4 attack. Yeah, with all the brokenness that's out there, like Thunderhorn is a card. Yeah, anyway. 2 out of 5. Fealty. Draw a card for each friendly minion nearby your general. Like I said, Swarm support. For Swarm support, this is awesome. More Swarm. And for that, 4 out of 5. You might just want to only run like 2. 3 is a bit overkill, because you want to drop as many Swarm as possible. So you can keep replacing until you get 1. Keep that 1. Swarm the board. Fill up your hand with more Swarm. Yeah, pretty much. What I said, 4.5 or 4 out of 5. This is awesome for Swarm support. Anything else out of that, trash. Ironcliff Monument. This is another hype card. Swarm hype card. Obviously good. It says build 2. Whenever you summon a minion nearby this, transform that minion into an Ironcliff Guardian. I maybe see this as a one-off though. All depends, you know. I'm not sure if it's gonna be necessary. To be honest, personally, people are hyped about this, but I'm not sure it's gonna be necessary after 2 weeks into the expansion. People realize that it might be just too slow. They rather run more. They rather just basically run 3 of fealty, draw more aggro swarm cards, and just beat it down instead of thinking about dropping an Ironcliff. To be honest, because I face really good swarm decks, swarm lyonar decks, and they basically use that golem card that has the bond effect of giving every minion 1+1, and having 1+1 times 2 will kill you instantly, especially when they can surround the board. So yeah, it might be a slow card, people might love it, but one off though, if for swarm decks, and that's what I think. 3 out of 5 though. I'll give it that. My average rating is 3 out of 5. People think it's great. I'm like, okay. What's that card? That Magmar card destroys all 5 mana, destroys all 3 and lower. It's a thing, and for that, yeah, 3 out of 5. Moving down. Wow, 12 minutes on one video. I need to speed it up. Alright, Sunstrike. Deal 3 damage to enemies. I might put this in a part 2. Yeah. Deal 3 damage to enemies and restore 3 health to friendly minions and generals in a row. Now what I hear about Sunstrike is that you can call the shots. I thought at first you had to strike where your general is, but you can actually aim anywhere you please on the board. The restore effect only matters if wherever you aim, your general lines up in that order. But you can still cast the effect without your general being in range of that. You probably won't get the heal, but basically you get the damage. So basically persons will have to play around. You play around lining up their cards in a row, basically. I like the effect. Don't get me wrong, I like the effect. I wish it was 3 mana though, to be honest. Because 4 mana slot is very rough, very hard to cast. You normally cast 4 mana on turn 4, sometimes turn 6, sometimes turn 7. I mean, turn 6 is normally the turn for Holy Immolation plays with the turn 2 drops. Sometimes turn 7 you drop a 3 drop, then Holy Immolation, right? Yeah, so it's a good clear card. I mean, it answers to my counter War Beast. Like when my counter comes in, kill off something, it has a 2 body remaining, so it does Sunstrike. Hopefully position itself to get the heal. Hopefully it's on turn 8 it can proc Sunrise ability to strike, so it'll be like 5 damage. Ain't too bad. I'll run this Sunstrike as a 2-off. I would not run 3. 2 seems to be decent. Maybe a 1-off if you're feeling a little bit niche, but 2-off I'll run in a deck, and I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's a little bit above average. It's great. Good clearance. I mean, whenever you're facing, well, back then when Songhai Reaver was a thing, and they normally buff with what's Some card killing edge on their 1/1. Killing edge. I think it gives two health. So they'll have a 5/3 range on board. Out of sight, you can basically use this and strike it down. My answer to that usually used to be Lasting Judgment, but this is another alternative option. This is awesome. So it's a decent card. 3.5. I won't call it super amazing. The only way this would be super amazing though is if it didn't care about the role. If it said deal 3 damage to all enemies and heal their general and minions wherever it is by 3, then definitely you're talking a different level of power right there. It could be 5 mana. Well, I wouldn't push it as 5 mana, but it would be great. There's a huge difference. It's just one simple change of effect. Anyway, yeah, 3.5. Now this card, Invincible. Give a friendly minion with full health 4+4. This might be think about it though. Think about it. Let's analyze this firstly. It's 4 mana. 4 mana gives a minion basically +4 attack. Now don't really care about the health. They're talking about how much attack it will be dealing. 4 mana is very hefty. If it was 2 mana, this would be better as a 2 mana card, to be honest. Maybe not. But in my opinion, I think that Argent blocks design path for Zeran players. Because Argent is so powerful. Maybe Braum as well. Yeah, you just drop this turn 5. Hold up. Wait, what? Braum ability 1/2 plus this. It's 5/6 provoke. Well then, talk about Argent, talk about Braum. Talk about Braum. 5/6 provoke. Alright, well, Braum will love this card, obviously. We talk about 3/6, 4 mana, but 5 mana, it's a 5/6. Hold up. 3/6, 4 mana, and then 5 mana. You played this under 3/6 provoke. That's 7/10. That is a freaking huge investment. Well, I mean, it's alright. Broman and aggro Argent. It seems like that's all that Argent is known for now. I mean, Swarm Argent. Invincible. Yeah, even though it might not really benefit Zeran as much, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Just on its power level. 4 damage is no joke. 4 health is no joke either. Basically, you have to break through and survive. And you know, if you don't kill a minion, you're gonna get, like, for example, the lowest, probably 5 damage. You probably get 10 damage. Holy hell. Like, the minion hits you. For example, the lowest minion will be like a 5 mana, right? 5 attack. 5 attack hits you. You don't manage to remove it. It hits you again. It's holy immolation. And you have to consider other minions around it as well. That's going to hit your face. So that's 14 damage. 14 plus damage. So it has a huge potential in those swarm archetypes. And for that reason, 4 out of 5. Now that I think about it. Yeah, 4 out of 5. But for the slower decks, like what I would run in my like Xeron is more like what I call a slower deck. So in a slower deck like my Xeron deck, this would be a bit maybe like a tech card, like a one-off, because a lot of removal is in the game. And once they invest so much into one card and they just simply ping or remove, stun, remove, something, remove, yeah, it's gonna hurt. I won't be playing it in my Xeron deck though. If I have it, probably use it a couple times, then dust it, but it's alright. Alright, Oakenheart. Damn, 20 minutes on one video. Come like 20 minutes on each faction to blow. And I didn't really expect to reach this far. I'm just gonna talk about lyonar today. Wow. Yeah, Oakenheart. Yeah. Open Gambit, progress Megazord build by 20%. Your other minions have your mech minions have 1+1. This is alright. This is alright. 3.5 out of 5. It's alright. I won't get into much detail about mechs. We'll have to see how mechs if mech shines as the expansion launches. I'll sure be packing in my double crossbones in my deck. But you'll see. Prominence, 6 mana for 7. Blood Surge. Summon a Silver Guard Knight nearby your general. I like the design. The effect on turn 7 won't be as great. You basically have to clear the board by turn 7. Normally, it's turn 7 you will be clearing the board. But this will be a one-off card for me in my Xeron deck. I'll definitely run it as a one-off only. And yeah, it's pretty good. As a one-off. As a one-off. I might be pushing it because of I'm a Xeron. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I really like the card. As a one-off. I mean, just to trigger its effect turn 7. And if it lasts for one more turn, awesome. Awesome. I'll leave it at that. 4 out of 5. I love this card. I love the design. Alright, Call to Arms. The last card for the day. It says your general gains minions you summon nearby gains 3+3. It's basically, I really don't like the card. I don't really gonna see play. And even Swarm decks rather spam 3 drop down 3 minions on you for 7 mana, 3 or more minions for 7 mana, buff them maybe one time and just kill you. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan. And the fact that it's dispellable, like EMP, 2 mana card, Shroud. I mean, invest so much and yet they just use a card that's less equal or less than this to remove the effect of your general and your minions. If they use something like Lightbender, it's just not going to be that good. It's not going to be played. It's a 7 mana. Why would I replace my other removal 7 mana for this card? It makes no sense. I'm sorry. If it has stated something like a keyword or something special, just like the other one, there's an Abyssian card that can't be touched, non-tall, so I think is the second broken card in the game. If it has said your general cannot be dispelled or this effect cannot be dispelled, then I could I probably give it a 2 out of 5. I mean, it's just bad. It doesn't produce any anything really. It requires you to have a win more state kind of field where you just run away, drop this, then they'll start producing the minions after. It reminds me of that card I played when I used to play Shadowverse. Sorry for that. A card I used to play in Shadowverse where they drop this late game thing that gives, no, it's not that late game, he's a monster. I think his name is Leonidas, something like that. I don't know. Where when he dies, he drops something that whereby whenever you summon minions, it gains buffs. At least that is something. You had a body that drops something, but this doesn't carry anybody at all. Like, what does this do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm very disappointed when I saw this card. I'm like, come on, really? 0 out of 5. I feel so disgusted just talking about it. 0 out of 5. Not a fan. None at all. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video at this. It'll just be a liner version reveal for now. I guess I'll reveal the others later. I couldn't believe I went into this much rant. But if you guys stuck around up to this point, I congratulate you and really appreciate you watching my video. And if you like, you can leave a comment below what you think about the cards revealed in this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.